Coming forward now is Andrew Benton. Andrew's a high school senior. He's going to share with us an essay that Cliff Stevenson, the history teacher, has asked for Andrew to share with us today.
Over the years, the meaning of Memorial Day has shifted from its intended purpose of remembering those who died in the service of this country. When most people think of Memorial Day, they recognize it merely as a day to get off of work or school, an event for pools to open, family picnics, or big sales at the store. However, I'm confident that if asked, many people could tell you the true purpose of Memorial Day. But the number would be much lower if you asked the same people if they took a step back to remember the true purpose. A day of solemn remembrance of those men and women who died in the service of our country. How this has been skewed to include great deals of Walmart, I will never know. But just take a second to realize how fortunate we are in this nation. Not only do we have all the freedoms that we are accustomed to, but we have men and women who are willing to dedicate themselves entirely to ensuring those freedoms for millions of people they don't even know. Men and women who, as John F. Kennedy once said, asked not what their country could do for them, but what they could do for their country. Men and women like this are not new to the nation. We had them in the Revolution, 1776, in 1812 against Great Britain. They were still here in 1917 for World War I. 1941 for World War II, Korea in 1950, Vietnam 1964, 1991 the Persian Gulf War, and in our most recent conflict starting in 2001. There have been Americans willing to die to preserve freedom for 235 years, and I do not see this changing in the future. However, I am in no way glorifying death. Death is unfortunate in all of its forms. I feel it will be much better if people did not have to die to secure our freedom. But unfortunately, it has been necessary for 235 years that this nation has existed. And after those men and women give quite literally everything they have for us here at home, it's the least we can do to have this day set aside to be sure that we remember them and honor their sacrifice. The sacrifice so that you and I and every American can have the freedom that we do. The freedom to live our lives the way we want to live them. Even the freedom to not celebrate Memorial Day. But what kind of respect would that be? It would be doing all of those fallen soldiers, their families, the soldiers who still alive, a huge disservice. And that is the exact opposite of what they deserve. Aside from death, there's another unfortunate thing that comes along with wars. Politics. They have their time and their place, but it is not here, and it is not now. Regardless of the politics of a conflict, those soldiers who volunteer for the job of putting their lives on the line for each and every one of us deserve, at the very least, our support and our respect. And those that do give the ultimate sacrifice deserve to be remembered on this day and every day that Americans are free. If any of you are going to a family picnic for this Memorial Day, I hope that you enjoy the company of your friends and family. But at some point, gather everyone together, have a moment of silent remembrance for our fallen soldiers. It does not have to be a huge ceremony such as this at every get-together, but that moment of remembrance must be there to turn that family party into a Memorial Day celebration. A celebration of the sacrifice that was made to give people the freedom to gather and have that celebration. And I hope that any time you see Old Glory flying, take a second to remember what it took to get it there and realize what it takes to keep it there.
Thank you, Andrew. Roger Eichner, the incoming president of Hampton Rotary, on behalf of Rotary members, has a small savings bonds. Thank you for your time. Comments?